you want to get to know the way somebody really feels, like truly feel, like a truth serum about certain things. For example, political issues. For example, the matter of intimate partner violence. Okay, you want to get to the bottom of everybody's truthful feelings about the topic called intimate partner violence. So they used to have like very big, like total drunkenness, excess amounts of wine in the evening, and they start talking about this matter, and they keep on drinking now too. So when the more they drink, the more they get they're unable to like contain or like mask their true feelings about a topic, and they speak it out, and then of course it's offensive to each other, but then they sleep it up next day, and then on the next Monday or so they try and come to a solution. Now that they know that how everybody feels about certain things, they try to come to a solution. They have the truth, the true feelings. That's why in China too, if you're going to do business with people, they make you drink. Why is that? You can't do business in China unless you drink, because they want you to see how you truly feel from your gut, from your inside, because you are unconsciously. How do you feel about things, like who you are and all that. So when you want that to do it, that's when you drink. That is the purpose of alcohol. We have forgotten the purpose of alcohol. The purpose of alcohol is to suppress the consciousness. Your conscious being. Like you're not going to hurt somebody or do something wrong when you're perfectly sober. The likelihood is very low because you're unconscious. You're fully in a conscious state. You are like Hank Williams, or you are like Mr. Gordon Conwell, that fine singer on the stage and singing to you and entertaining you, and you're paid tickets and money for to see. You are that person when he is in control of his consciousness. But when he, as soon as he starts drinking, and he's reached like 3 or 4 drinks, and something kicks in, and he like gets triggered with that to something that happened in his childhood, and that little baby in triggers, it's a different person that jumps out, and you have a different person over there. That is the nature of alcohol. It brings about your subconscious. Now, we can judge a subconscious to be bad and beastly. It does not abide by your petty rules. Like, what are your rules, and your rules can go stop themselves. It goes by different things. It is sort of bare essence. It is in the true, it's like an essence of being. It's a matter of survival, living, pain, pleasure, um, perpetuation, like getting it, it is not. That's the difference between being conscious, acting in consciousness, in full consciousness, and the difference between acting with just based on your unconscious, with your conscious turned off. Alcohol, that's what alcohol does to you. It takes off your conscious. That's why even people who are supposed to be executed executions, I was watching a program on death penalty, and the reason and the merits of death penalty. I think intimate partner violence, we should make it standard, man. Death penalty, like because it's the same. This is like serving a life sentence. Maybe I stopped counting. It's past 17 years, but still, even though I've identified the reason, I've fixed my problems, I stopped drinking, I did like a 27-day program in intimate partner violence. I'm even so advanced, I would say I can take a teacher. Isn't this like a program in getting to the solutions to the intimate partner violence? The two things. One is communication. Fundamentally, one thing is communication, and the other thing is what is communication? The fundamental thing about it is communication. There is there, of course, okay. Then the hot buttons, and we also you wouldn't really believe it, but we all naturally communicate that way. Communication is of essence, but what are the different forms of communication? One is the passive, the aggressive, passive-aggressive, and aggressive. So the legal system only gets to see the aggressive side of your communication. It does not be able to see your passive communication. It does not get to see your passive-aggressive communication. It does not get to see your. It cannot perceive it. You cannot perceive passive-aggressive behavior. Can you? Can you replicate it in this quote? But when you're drunk, your perception or your thing is tainted. All those the solution. Getting back to the centripetal force about solutions. Solutions, first of all, is do not drink too much, or especially like big spirits, because it makes them very rowdy, and it brings out cuts out the conscious behavior. Like even the executioners, they have to drink a whole lot, because the thing of taking somebody's life is like, you might think it's in the movies and all, it's just take a gun and shoot. No, it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life, my friend. People don't forget like when they kill something. Unless you're, of course, like a butcher or Maple Leaf Farms or something. It takes a whole lot of things. So drinking. Also nowadays, alas, looking at the girls are binge drinking too. I think some army girls were telling me that there's always red wine flowing like water. Like red wine is water. Yeah, the constant state of intoxication. You really can't function without alcohol. Wine has been legitimized. You drink more wine than Henry VIII. So if you want to talk about intimate part of violence, you got to fix your alcohol around you. And it gets like really nasty. Again, maybe alcohol consumption. Some people have it right. Some people are lucky that they can consume alcohol. I'm not telling you not to consume alcohol. I'm just saying that alcohol is not for me. Some people are lucky, they know how to manage alcohol well. Some people, they're in denial that they can't, and some people just cannot. People talk about responsibility. That responsibility vanishes after the first little sip passes your throat, gullet. It's like Newton's law of cooling. This is like Henry's law of responsibility. It's like an exponential curve that drops. Consumption of alcohol x-axis and responsibility on y-axis. And your first sip you take like bzz, it goes and drops. Sack. Intimate pair well. First step, sister. They will be worshipping the Budweiser and expressing your Michelob ads. Yeah, as a password. How would that be like a good password? Would you like the password Michelob ads? Yeah, you're getting a little too hot, like in the most low hats. If your whole relationship and your own connection with your friendship and your lover and your boyfriend, it has to be have the third girlfriend and thing with alcohol always there, then there's a sure likelihood you're going to be expressing and experiencing your intimate partner violence. Now, that is one thing. Alcohol is there. If you have any doubts about alcohol, you experiment with it. Take it out of your life and put it back. So you, I noticed because when I went through, I was in BC, British Columbia. I went to one of the treatment centers. So there was 25 men in the room. So I looked at them. Like pretty much everyone's life was the same, like the same thing. So then I was resistant. Like I am not going to go for alcohol. I know go for alcohol. Like how can you do that to a man? Like that's like a real wrong man. But then towards the end, they're like slowly. It's like the program is based on the North Korean brain sanitation, sanitizing workstation program. So it's like the 17 weeks. Use the same methodology. So when you might have resistance within, but you will be sanitized. Well, you only wish that it was so true, no, because that the program has a failure rate. It has like almost, again, statistically speaking, it has only like a 40% success rate or 20% success rate. You find the repeat customers all the time, every time. Why? Because alcohol is so prevalent. Alcohol, people can't like resist the damn thing. They can't you live without it, and they can't function without it, and their romance doesn't exist without it, and their, their life is so intertwined with alcohol that they're repeat customers. And fortunately, thanks be to God and Allah, I have been free of alcohol for around quite some time, more than 15 years. So I'm one of the statistics that has passed that test. Where the program was successful. The North Korean brain sanitizing program of substance abuse management. If you're going to abuse a substance, how to manage your abusiveness nature of substances around you. Are you abusing that poor little thing called alcohol? And then further on, I had done a program called, what's that wonderful, beautiful program? Yeah, Intimate Partner Violence Prevention Program based on the North Korean methodology of brain sanitization. Proven. We have a sitting psychologist that will rub it into you, make you write stuff out, have a quiz, and you will attend this thing for 27 weeks of your life. You will stop doing everything else. You will like stuff you carry, and you will follow this program because you are guilty of telling the post, and now you're as fat as a cow. even though she has a problem of getting weight. Communication deserve more. Communication styles are broadly defined into from what I learned was mostly that is what I learned is broadly defined into aggressive, passive aggressive, and assertive. Yeah. So the long and short of it is assertive communication. If someone calls you like a fucking bitch and you don't like it, you better say so. Because if you don't like it and you like suck it up and you let it go right at the beginning, then that fucking bitch is going to change into something more and it's going to increase and it's going to increase and it's going to increase. So that is being assertive.